Anyways, correct me if I'm wrong. Like in D tier, I put everything that has day 2 at least. Like, was there a Groudon Zama that day 2? Was there a Kelly? Actually, Kelly is Lunala is just hard trick room. But like Lunala Pagos, Lunala Zacian. I guess, why did I not put Zacian Kyogre in there? Hold on. But like Human White, Rayquaza, Kelly Ice, Dawn Wings, Palkia, like all those things are troll, I think, and that's why I'm not ranking those. Like, who's running Kyogre Groudon in 2025? Fair enough, Rennen. And thank you, Brizzy, for the follow as well. Yeah, I think I will just rank those. I'm good with this. But yeah, I will also just keep the rankings as they are for now. Yeah, I remember that, Hydrox. I remember that. That's nice to see you here. When did Miraidon Zacian get championship points? Like I said, I only count day 2s, not championship points. But yeah, Mirai, Kelly Ice, S tier. Like, do I have to say more? That is actually correct. That is a fair point. You know what's funny about that? I played against Emilio in round 11. Also, I think, yeah, Miraidon Kelly Ice, maybe A, but nah, it's on everyone's radar. I think it should be S. Pagos CSR, there are people changing from like the standard core mind Pagos with Sash Shadow Rider to like Specs Pagos, and I like that a little more, but I still don't think that that archetype is that good. How well do you think the Fede team will do? It's still a good team. But yeah, I think it's a team that can definitely go day 2 as well. But we also saw, like, let's take a look at like Top Cut Explorer NAIC, okay? Top Cut Explorer NAIC. How many like Terapagos Shadow Rider in day 2? There were 8. And it was like HO, then Santino Takino with like the balance stuff, then HO again, Ashton Cox, then the balance stuff again, HO, like this, like especially this team was popping off quite well, like this one, and that's what I meant with like Specs Pagos, also a different Calyrex set, but yeah, it's a good team, but I still don't think it will go like all the way. Next up, Groudon Lunala. Why did I put in Groudon Lunala? Are people... like, it's Lunadon from Sword and Shield, but are people actually running Groudon Lunala? I don't think people are running Groudon Lunala. But like, Kelly Shadow Koraidon is one of the better pairs again. I'm not sure. Like, Miraidon Kelly Shadow Koraidon Kelly Shadow is always tough to play against, but also to play with. Like, all the Weezing variants obviously have Koraidon Kelly Shadow. There are also ones without Weezing, as you can see. So, Koraidon Kelly Shadow I can see do well. I'm not sure. Hold on. He did. And he finished 5-3. He didn't day 2 with it. But that's funny. And thank you, Sloth, for the follow. I appreciate it. Yeah, that being said, I think this is fair. Then we've got Groudon Terapagos, and I think Groudon Terapagos is just the worst Kelly Shadow Terapagos. I don't know if one of those teams performed well. There was one in day 2, Benny Vasquez. But it also won like seniors. It won seniors NAIC, so it cannot be that terrible, right? It cannot be that terrible. Anyways, I will open some new tracks again. Juniors? No, was it juniors? It could have. Yeah, true, juniors. Seniors was won by Don Dozo. We all hate Don Dozo. But yeah, I think it's not that good. Groudon Lunala, I've been hating on it for years, but there's one certain player who proves that I'm wrong. Also, Wolf has played that kind of stuff back to back, but we all know who I will talk about, right? Groudon Lunala. Yeah. Not just Smeargle, Max. There's a lot that goops that stuff. Also, I just wanna check. There are probably still a lot of matches going on, right? Yeah, a couple. So, Groudon Lunala is B tier, Max. I mean, the problem with Groudon and Lunala is, in general, that certain Pokemon are just too good. Like, if you have two restricted that both match up poorly into one Pokemon, you are definitely going to have some problems. Like, both Pokemon have quadruple weaks to, like, common types like Fairy, Dark, Ghost. For example, a Fluttermane. Like, Fluttermane smacks you alone. You have to use your Terra, and you usually want to Terra Groudon, but then your Lunala gets Shadow Ball, and Groudon cannot one-shot Sash Fluttermane. So Fluttermane is a big issue. Another big issue is like Ice Rider, Terrestrialized Ice Rider, Terra Water, Terra Fire, even Terra Fairy. Big problem for that team, and it's just, yeah. I know, Hooray, right? You probably saw that in like the Top Takes episode. It's just so crazy to me how you can do that. Like Grimmsnarl also goops that team, and it's not consistent. Next up we have like Kelly Ice Kyogre. We had a time where like Kelly Ice Kyogre really popped off. It was Portland Regionals. Kerry D. Ortona finishing top 4, Gavin Michaels winning the whole thing. And now some players did day 2 as well. And we also have a top cut in NAAC. Like Nick Navarre was able to top cut with Kyogre Kelly Ice, as you can see. Another strong building group was on it with Alex Gomez, Joji Kaeda, Jungsi Zhu. But in general, I feel like Kelly Ice Kyogre, they don't synergize that well. The cool part is that you remove the fire weakness from Kelly Ice, so that part is nice, but they both have an awkward speed here. They both really want to shine with their spread moves, so Wild Guard is a big problem. And in general, I feel like those, they can work together, and I mean, they also have a result going for it, so I would put it still in B. Yes, Avalanche. It's not going that well. Also, hi Ozzy. It's currently not going too well, unfortunately. But, hey, that's Pokemon. Next up, we've got, like, Kelly Shadow Kyogre. And, I put it in because it was able to day 2, not just day 2, to top cut a Victory Road tournament. I don't know if it had like finishes outside of that. There was one in day 2 of NAIC, but it's honestly not great. We have 7 rounds today, so 7 today, 2 tomorrow. It's 2-2 Avalanche. I started off 2-0. The last 2 rounds were really bad. Anyways, I think it's bad. Kyogre Miraidon had a phenomenal tournament in Utrecht, going undefeated in Swiss. Miraidon Kyogre did not day 2 NAIC, and it's very HO heavy. I mean, we played against a Miraidon Kyogre in round 2 today. It's not terrible, but also not great. Miraidon Kelly Shadow, on the other hand, those HO teams, like the one from Jonathan Marston, are definitely strong. But as you can see, only 4 day 2s in NAIC. That team I was talking about finished 8-4. We also have an iteration of like Iron Morph Iron Bundle. I'm still not a big fan. I'm not a big believer of that duo, so yeah, trash. Miraidon Lunala, probably like S tier, because there are various Miraidon Lunala compositions. There's the Fede Campo team, but only 7 day 2. That is interesting, because there's the Fede Campo team, obviously, but there's also iterations with Scarf Miraidon and Cormine Lunala, as you can see here. I'm a little surprised that it only has 7 day 2 usages, but maybe it's A, but it won NAIC, like, come on. I would put it in A, like top A. Zama Kelly Shadow. If you can win your mind games, you are probably unbeatable with it, so people thought Lunala was 4 going into NAIC. Nah. That is straight up not possible. If people did that, they are stupid. They are honestly like... Nah, it's that Nah. Which Don? Which Don? Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised, but going into NAIC, it's going to be a top tier threat. Kelly Shadowzation. Why did I put in Kelly Shadowzation? Is that really a thing? I guess it is. Yeah, with Dragonite, obviously. Terapagos. I mean, we can see what we can put in there from like the bottom, but let's rank this stuff for now. But yeah, Zacian, Kelly Shadow seems troll. They have no, like, they are both fast, but that makes them vulnerable to Trick Room as well, so yeah. Kyogre Zama, on the other hand, like Shieldfish. I don't know if we saw a lot of Shieldfish. Jotas! But Shieldfish is... There was no Shieldfish in day 2 of NAIC. That's insane. Business economics. Goku. I think Zama Kyogre is good, but not great. Maybe like this. 1 more year. There was a Shieldfish in day 2. Wait. Oh, there were 5. I just did not read correctly. There were 5 on day 2. All with Pow and Amoonguss, and then either Warring Moon or Torn, and then a filler. I think, yeah, Shieldfish. I will put it in here for now. Bad, Kane. Really bad. I'm 2-2. Koraidon Kelly Ice, I know it top cutted the first like regionals, but I don't know if it like day 2. There were 2 in day 2. I mean, Sun can be nice for Kelly Ice as well. We saw like various Kelly. The cool part is, like, do you remember the EOIC team from Yosuke Takayanagi? A lot of those pieces also synergize with Koraidon. Like, it was Chiyu, Cornerstone, Fluttermane. Like, Chiyu, Fluttermane, Koraidon, Kelly Ice is definitely a thing. I mean, there's no Chiyu here, but overall, I think Koraidon, Kelly Ice is real. It's not great, but it's real, so I will put it in B. Next up, Zama Miraidon. Zama Miraidon is more than just real. It finished top 4 in NAIC, and in general, it has some other really great accomplishments. As you can see here, top 32, top 32, top 32. And Zama Miraidon was always real. The Nielsen brothers obviously also on it with their Blood Moon HO team. Overall, I would say Zama Miraidon is top 5 restricted pairings. Whereas Miraidon, unfortunately this list does not have Miraidon, so I will still rate it and rank it, but there's no picture for it, unfortunately. But don't worry, I know that Miraidon Pagos is a thing, say. Let me double check. Okay, 3 more matches. Next up, Koraidon Ho-Oh. And I know that like a Koraidon Ho-Oh team did well in the last Victory Road tournament. There was no such team in day 2 of NAIC. Yeah. Actually, Miraidon Kelly Shadow probably a little higher than this. Like here we really got the bad stuff. Miraidon Ho-Oh is a little better, but nah, it's maybe top of C. Like, we obviously saw it perform well in, like, Milwaukee, but come on, guys. There was not a single... Like, Ho-Oh is dead, chat. Ho-Oh is dead. Ho-Oh is dead. Miraidon Groudon. I mean, we saw Miraidon Groudon pop off in the last Victory Road tournament a little bit. And also... in NAIC, like Mao Hawara was using Miraidon Groudon, and honestly speaking, I can see it, but at the same time, what is this bundle set? I'm not too convinced on that restricted duo, but it's better than other Miraidon pairs, so probably over here. Miraidon Koraidon. I put it in because I know, for example, Riley Factura played it in a tournament, and they can work together. There was also one in day 2, Leonard Kraft, with Electric Seed Body Press Koraidon. Ah! Ah! Ability shit. Free me from my curse. Oh. This team is motion as fuck. Yeah, motion sickness, I think. But yeah, I still think like it exists, I guess. when Lunala Kelly Eyes, like hard Trick Room is obviously always a thing. I know that Aaron Trailer, I don't know, Aaron Trailer played it in a different tournament, but as you can see, like Andrew Zhang was walking that hard Trick Room team like there was no tomorrow. Alejandro Terrazas obviously as well, and Rocco Beckman, who also has decent finishes in Victory Road tournaments with that team. Do I think it's going to perform well? No. But it's still B tier. I think it's still B tier. Is that the very first thing you always say when you join the chat, Schiapido? Like, I don't want to ruin the fun, but like after the first time, okay, second time, okay, but if this is everything you write in my chat, it honestly gets annoying. Like, I don't know. Also, Blunt, please. Oh my god. I okay, I know maybe I'm just tilted from the last games, but Blunt, you are asking me for the, let me think, I think it's like the 14th time now for the rental of that team, and every time I give the same response, like, like I don't know. I will give the response again. I'm working on a team report. This team report will be out soon. I hope you can wait for it. Thank you. Now, you asked on Twitter multiple times, and you asked in my stream multiple times. I'm doing alright, Zero. I'm like 2-2. I lost to like hard reads. Like I lost against myself, kinda, because I never really punished certain plays. But yeah. It is what it is. No, Blunt. You at least asked 3 times on Twitter and 4 times on stream. This at least. I agree, Goku. Like, if you go to Germany, you should never go to Berlin. I actually, maybe not never. Like, it's not super terrible, but it's bad. It's bad. Swordfish. Where do you recommend going? I think like this, like Western Germany, Central Germany, like Aachen, Düsseldorf, maybe even like I think the Ruhrpott is not bad, and Northern Germany is also, like, Hamburg is definitely not bad. Zacian Kyogre is good. It didn't have the performances in NAIC, but it sometimes does really well. Like the best finish was top 64. We're also 2 very strong swordfish soldiers with darts and Kian. So I think, yeah. And then we've got like Miraidon Zacian. Miraidon Zacian is also very read heavy. I think. And then I will delete this tier. And then... yeah, I like this. Have you been in Cologne? Yes. That's funny, Coco, because that's what I just did. True, Zama, Groudon. Did I not rank it, or did I rank it poorly? Did I not, or is it like not on this list? It's probably not on this list, right? Zama, Groudon. Yeah, Pagos Mirai. I would put Pagos Mirai in A tier between Swordfish and Kelly Shadow Koraidon. This is where I would put Pagos Miraidon. Yo, Plan, thank you for the 28 bits. I don't know exactly why 28, but I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you.